Sorry about that. And I mean, sorry for this too. I don't even look like Indiana Jones. What the hell is this? Yeah, it's the closest I had. So, yeah, excuse me for that. Let me get this crap out of here. Hey everybody, it's great to finally be back and giving you the first classic review on my schedule. Now the first one, if you don't know already, it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, I love this movie, a lot of people love this movie. This is one of my favorites, and a lot of other people's favorites, because, well, hey, especially in 1981, this was really epic and fun. And it was something new. It was the return of the great adventure, which was actually the tagline for it back in the day. But this is what happens when you have George Lucas and Steven Spielberg coming together in their prime. It's like Joss Whedon and Christopher Nolan coming together right now. It was George Lucas right after he finished Empire Strikes Back, and Steven Spielberg after Jaws and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now what resulted was one of the most fun and fantastic movies of all time. It paid tribute to all the old serials from the 30s to the 50s. Now if you don't know what a serial is, let me explain. Back in the 30s to the 50s, when you could pay a quarter to go to the movies for the whole day, they aired these serials before the real movies, which were 10 to 15 minute episodes of adventure flicks, which you would have to see weekly to see the whole story. Could you picture them doing that now? I couldn't. I couldn't pay $10 for a cereal. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if they put one in front of each movie, but not now. I can't even pay for my own food at a movie theater, let alone a ticket. So yeah, this was pretty big when it came out back in the day with these two very talented writers and directors coming together. The story was actually a collaboration between George Lucas and Philip Kaufman. And what the plot is that it's 1936, the Nazi regime is huge, as most of you probably know, and they're going after huge and very important relics, things that can make the army incredibly strong. They actually went after some historical and religious relics that they thought could have given them an unstoppable army, and one of them is the Lost Ark of the Covenant, which was pretty much the box that held the real 10 Commandments. Yeah, that's pretty crazy power we're dealing with right there. And so the army calls upon Henry Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford. They ask him to track down the Nazis, try to find the Lost Ark and recover it, so the Nazis do not get this kind of power in their hands. And then the big adventure ensues. So before we get into the plot a little more, let's just talk about Harrison Ford, who played Indy. Now, he did a fantastic job, obviously, and he was the first choice for the role. But with all his Star Wars business and all his other side projects, it was actually kind of unlikely that he was going to get the role. Some people considered were Nick Nolte, Chevy Chase, and even Bill Murray. Wait, Bill Murray? Could you picture Bill Murray on this? Hell yeah, I could. It's Bill Murray. But those actors were kind of unique choices. Could you even picture that kind of stuff? So Harrison Ford plays Indy, and Indiana is pretty much a historical genius. He's tough, he's witty, sarcastic, funny. He's just a great character. He's very likable, he's adventurous, and the stuff he gets into is amazing. He goes off on huge ventures looking for relics, and when he finds them, some really serious stuff happens, and the opening sequence especially is something really fantastic to watch and get you hooked right into the movie. That's where the direction comes in. Spielberg knows how to get you right into the adventure with this, and he does not turn down the throttle. It's amazing, it's so fun, you're on this ride with Indy, you're going through temples, you're sliding under closing doors, you're grabbing your hat with them, and you're missing getting shot by spikes. Except the guy from Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Doc Ock, you idiot. So yeah, he has to go after these Nazis, he has to fight a whole bunch of Nazis, he has to fight small ones, huge ones, he has to do some really insane stuff, he has to fight snakes, kind of, he has to get out of temples, he has to get out of closed-in spaces, he has to find more relics, he has to hold up a staff and have a light shine through it to find an exact spot of where the Ark is. The stunts, the effects are incredible, they won Oscars for the time, and they still hold up today. So without giving too much else away, you really need to know this is a fantastic movie. The direction is great. The musical score, I didn't even talk about that. The musical score by John Williams is one of the most iconic of all time. What by John Williams isn't iconic? The guy just cranks out amazing themes all the time. I don't know how he does it. It's actually an amazing part of the movie. You can't picture Indiana Jones without that music behind him. It's its own character. The characters are fantastic. They're the best part about the movie. You could have this kind of crazy, adventurous story with great effects, but the characters are what's getting us into the movie. This is why this movie is so loved. The character of Indiana Jones, the character of Marion. They're really fun and interesting characters. They take risks, they do funny things, they're mean to each other, they slap each other across the face, stuff like that. It's those kind of unique characters that really get you hooked into the movie and wanting to see more. This is a fantastic movie by all means. The sequels that follow are definitely great. I like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I know. Scold me. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of the most iconic movies of all time. It really brought back the adventure. It gave a nice, unique feel to everything that we thought was conventional back in the day, but it made something huge out of it. So I'm going to give Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark 5 fedoras out of 5. Thank you. That was my first classic review. I hope you guys like it. Tell me what you think of the classic review, and I'm going to be working on the list more over the week and over the next several weeks. I'm going to give you some great reviews, hopefully, of great movies. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and remember, choose your movies wisely.